Hello, this is me, Dark Meta. Here's the thing. If anyone on any side of any argument or political affiliation or any position in any job, whether it's not for profit, profit, whatever it is, I don't care who it is, anyone that tells you that there is a hunger problem and that people are going hungry, women and children, and they can't feed their child, and they don't know where their next meal is going to come from. Bull fucking shit. Anyone that even hints at a modicum, a tiny smidgen of a fraction of this type of sentiment is either not necessarily a scammer, but definitely disingenuous, possibly borderline illegal, or doing illegal things by means of legal things, or the majority, vast majority, 90 whatever percent of it, or whatever it is, anyone that says such a thing, either if they're advocating for something and they have some type of organization where they're doing any administrative stuff or anything at all, if there is a single droplet of money involved going anywhere, then they are telling you this to get your money. Just like any business, for profit or not for profit, okay, you might not profit, but you benefit in some way, and people are still making money. They forget to leave, or they leave that part out. They forget to include that part. Oh, not for profit. It sounds so like, oh, that's, they're just givers. Everyone there just wakes up at 5 a.m. and works their ass off all day long and goes home and just, their bills are somehow magically paid. It's like, they just spend 60 hours a week doing this, and the bill fairy comes by, and the electric fairy and the water fairy, and then poof, they pay the bills. And the tooth fairy, they're all in cahoots, and they're all buddies, and they live with the translucent mermaids under the sea, and they come by and they shit in your ramen noodles when you don't do what they say. Anyway, anyone that even hints or says anything like the hunger problem, people are hungry, oh, homelessness, people are homeless, they don't know where they're going to get a meal, they're lying to you. So technically, anyone who says this to you in some kind of an advertisement, some kind of a post online, anything, something on the radio, you hear it, oh, this many 10,000 children will go hungry today. No, they fucking won't. You lying piece of shit. You absolute degenerate fucking scumbag human being fucking pile of excrement filth. No, they won't. There is no such thing. Might as well say the earth is flat. And the boogeyman is coming for your kids tonight. And if you don't buy these $400 deadbolt locks, this specific one from us, then the boogeyman is going to come and dismember and murder your children and drink their blood in front of you tonight. Right in front of you. And then they're going to have a campfire and roast them and crunch the bones. The bones of your children. Okay, that got kind of dark. Sorry. Well, this is dark meta, uh, anyone that says such things to you is a charlatan, an intruder, a non-believer. They don't believe in the truth. They believe in lies and deception. And they're evangelistic scumbags is what they are. They know damn well for a fact, I know they know for a fact, most of them probably know that people like me are out here and figure it out, but they just do it anyway because it's super plausible. Here's the thing. There is not a single fucking human being, or even a single non-fucking human being, could be a human being walking around not fucking, could be one who's fucking, walking around the street, being homeless and just fucking. You ever see the homeless? I saw a homeless walking around once and his girlfriend, they were fucking. Not really. I'm just making up funny shit. Anyway, every fucking human being, no one is going hungry anywhere in this country, the United States, at all, period, nowhere. It's impossible. It's physically impossible. There's enough food generated and like imported and purchased and just sat around and thrown away to feed like the whole fucking world every day. Like, there is so much food. I have worked in this type of a field, volunteer work, fundraising, helping like displaced people after disasters and things, all kinds of stuff. It's a racket. It's a scam. It's a way to get funding and money and donations. Anyone who says such a thing is lying and they just want your money. Wait for it. Next time you hear anyone, that's the red flag. Something experiencing homelessness, or the number of people, women and children, they're going to be hungry. They don't know where they're going to get a meal. If only you give us like $5. Like, we could totally, they're going to eat food. They're not going to go hungry today. But like, if you don't give us money, these people are starving. It's scumbaggery. You see what I mean? Here's the thing. There are warehouses the size of a fucking half of a football field everywhere, filled to the brim with every kind of food you could possibly imagine. Anyone who wants food anywhere in the United States of America can simply go to literally any city that isn't like Bufu fucking Egypt, as they used to say, like in the middle of Hicktown. Even them, they're gonna have a church somewhere. There's gonna be a food pantry, a soup kitchen, people with donations, a food box, someone that is just goes around, oh, do you need something to eat? No matter what, there are homeless people in every single city that's even more than 8 people in the whole town. Like, there's okay, hundreds of thousands of organizations, churches, individuals, volunteers, government workers. I mean, you're talking human resources, other not-for-profit. There's a list. It's like 45 agencies just for this city I'm in. Shelters, places to get food, clothing, snacks, places to come eat breakfast, lunch. Anyone in this country, in the United States of America, These immigrants that come in here, as soon as they cross the border, literally all they have to do is look visually for the absolute first sign of any human civilization anywhere, which will be the very first road past the border, if there's a section of wall, and probably within eye shot or a quarter of or a half mile even, I don't know how far, but there are border towns that are on the border. You just meander into this whole other country, and within less than a half an hour, you're going to find either a soup kitchen, a food pantry, a food bank, some kind of place that's feeding, something somewhere. And if by some absolute, like, even if it's a tiny, tiny, tiny little town with one gas station, I am starving, can you help me? One person will come, two people will come, somebody will feed you. Anywhere you go, you would have to literally go out of your way, figure out how to be a professional at avoiding civilized areas where any human beings exist. And you would have to purposefully try to kill yourself to starve to death in this country. Even then, you're going to be so hungry after days. What are you going to do? Go to the wilderness? You're going to find stuff you can eat in the wilderness. Just looking around. You can't avoid it. Anywhere you go. Everywhere you go. So, especially some kind of a city, for these people to be like, oh, we need your money. Blah, blah, blah. They're scamming you. There is no such thing as a hunger problem in the United States of America, factually, for 100,000,000% beyond a shadow of any fucking doubt whatsoever. Anyone who thinks otherwise is completely wrong, completely either out of their element and ignorant of simple fact of reality, and just hasn't walked out into the world for 5 minutes and thought, what if I didn't have any food? How hard would it really be? And you can't go 10 minutes without finding somewhere and asking someone and seeing someone walking around. Oh, do you know where to get food? Oh yeah, they're feeding down there. There's no such thing as a hunger problem or any food shortage or even any kind of a worry about it. These people use this pity, and they're trying to play on your emotion to make you feel bad and paint this false picture, this lie, this like false narrative, not a narrative, but it's kind of, I don't know, kind of just this scam story, just like my grandma's sick in the hospital. If only everyone could give me $1 or $5 or even 10 or 20. And if you want to be a premium friend, you can give me 100. We'll send you a keychain. It's like, no, your grandma's not sick. You're a crackhead. You're a scammer. And you made $10,000 and you bought a Rolex. Lying to people. Same thing. And these people have to make their quotas. They have to be able to pull in enough money to justify getting their government funding and grants and all their free money to sustain all their crap. And, you'll have company cars and everything that you get to take home. Food budgets, travel budgets, airplanes, private jets. They go so far as to purchase properties, vacation homes. It's fucking sky's the limit when you're legally embezzling funds. You want to, it's not your money. You know, it's $5,000 flat screen TVs, and there's like a ton of them everywhere, all over your facility, but we're just worshiping our God. Oh, okay. You needed a $1.2 million facility to do it. I see. Now you can fit 500 people in there. Oh, you're having a revival. It's only $100. Plus donation. Plus they do collections. Plus the thing on the way in. Plus the thing on the way out. Plus they're giving you an envelope to send in. Plus they get your address. They beg you for money and beg you for money and beg you for money in the mail. For Jesus and whatever. Or whatever other religion and whatever other cause. Oh, homeless people. Then they start sending you stuff. Look at these poor, starving, hungry people. Oh, we got to give them $1, $5, $10, $20. And you feel so good about yourself. I give money. I do my part. You're not doing a part of anything. You're just giving scammers money to benefit themselves. It's not helping anyone. It's just you losing your money. Just like a Ben-chode fucking Meta-chode sister fucking motherfucker calling you from India about Google Play cards and how you fucking won the lottery and shit, or the 419 scammers from Nigeria talking about how they're a fucking prince and they found all this bones with money and you gotta clean off the blood, but it's like a special ink. So now they got like 20 million in cash, but they're just gonna send it to you. It's clean. Like, just send them $500. Same thing, just different package. It's all a fucking scam. There's nobody hungry. You can't go hungry in the United States of America. It's not possible. That's like going to your friend's house who spends $300 a week on groceries, lives by himself, and you walk in, it's just you and him, and he didn't even eat anything, he was away, so there's $600 worth of groceries in the refrigerator and all the cabinets. And you're there overnight, and then he comes back the next day, 12 hours later in the morning, like, what's wrong? I'm starving, dude. Like, you don't really have anything to eat. I wish you would have donated, give me a dollar or $5. You could have even gave me your 10 or 20. It's like, what? Plenty of food everywhere. It's go anywhere, major downtown area, find where people who are, if they call it homeless or not have somewhere to live, or transient or traveling, or just people who might be in poverty or just not have a lot of money, whatever you want to say. Anyone who just wants food, you'll find where they are going. Call any church. They'll tell you a list of 50 places. They got clothing, supplies, stuff, housing programs, which are kind of shitty. They'll get you hooked up with food stamps. You'll get $300 a month to spend on groceries within a week and a half. They give you emergency stamps within like 3 days. You have like $100-something. You go straight to the grocery store and purchase any food that's not like hot food with just like you had cash. Fact check. 100% true, everything I just said. Fact check. Can you go hungry? Are there hungry people going starving in America? Nope. Factually, absolutely not.